Hey guys, this is the first episode of ThatPodcast. We have Siddhant Balika here.
Hi guys.
We have Aditya Nanda.
Hiyo.
And me, Dianj. Today we're going to be talking about overhyped shows and movies. So, what are some of the overhyped shows and movies you know?
Just putting it out there, Game of Thrones.
I've not seen Friends, but I feel it's overhyped. That's why I've not seen it.
I completely agree. Because I think that Friends and Game of Thrones both are really overhyped.
हिंदी में बोलना क्या जान रहा है?
अरे ठीक है, दोनों overhyped हैं. Like because I mostly think that because Friends is everywhere. I mean, almost everyone's stories have friends. In a month, at least once, everyone puts Friends on their stories, or almost everyone who I'm friends with or follow.
Because people watch Friends because it's entertaining.
Yeah, but there are many more shows that are entertaining.
That are more entertaining.
Yeah,
but लोगों में दिमाग नहीं है ना, वो देखो ना तुम लोग.
Because I think that like
so
personally that's why it's overhyped. And personally my favorite comedy show, for example, is The Office.
That you just started watching. Yeah.
I've got 6 seasons of it.
Okay.
मैंने एक एपिसोड देखा और मैं बोर हो गया. Season 1 because मेरे को पता है बहुत लोग बोलते हैं season 2 से start करो, but that's not how you watch TV shows. Start से देखना होता है. क्या first chapter छोड़ के दूसरा chapter.
So that's about Friends, and I really think that people overhype it. For example, even when it came on Netflix recently, when it came back on Netflix or something, everybody was super excited and super hyped about it, and everybody was putting it on their stories.
Yeah, I didn't like the idea of seeing. I mean, I have to see Friends, but I've seen some episodes and the comedy is good, but not that great. Like compared to other shows that, you know,
like Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah,
it's an amazing
show, but it's not as famous as Friends. Friends is overhyped.
Recognized as Friends because it's like it's being aired from a long time, no? So they collect the viewers over time. Because look at 1990. How about मैं defend कर?
Yeah, I absolutely agree, Adi. It's been there for a long time, and maybe that's why it's also, just a note, we're mainly talking about India here and the Indian audience, because we don't know.
I don't think anyone's gonna see it, bro.
But फिर भी just putting it out.
0 viewers, 2 viewers हमारे मम्मी पापा. हमारे पास 6 पेरेंट्स हैं मिलाकर, but फिर भी 2 ही देखेंगे because they're disappointed in us. थोड़ा सा.
हो सकता है.
Completely possible.
Expected viewers 6, actual viewers 2. Not our parents, दो randos होंगे कोई US में बैठ के जो oh my god, Ainson's talking about US shows.
अरे but फिर उनको हिंदी समझ में नहीं आएगी.
Oh shit.
हम लोग इंग्लिश में भी तो बोल रहे.
Guys,
subtitles.
Subtitles, yeah.
Closed caption, guys.
Yes. Put subtitles on Spotify videos.
Lyrics. Genius lyrics.
Podcast lyrics.
Okay. So have you guys ever been like have any famous shows or any famous movies like that been forced onto you guys that you didn't want to watch but your friends really recommended it to you, so you ended up watching it, and if you liked it or not, like could you share some experience like that?
Game of Thrones is shit.
But did you see it?
Yeah. एक एपिसोड देखा उसमें 2 लोग मर गए. सोचिए, अरे मजाक नहीं कर रहा. फर्स्ट एपिसोड में 2 लोग मर गए, मेरे तो फट गई. सच्ची.
तो 2 लोग मर गए इसलिए तूने नहीं देखा?
मेरे को उसका पता है, तो मैं बहुत देखा ऐसे movies, but I just didn't find it that engaging as people.
In the first episode.
हाँ.
Okay. Anything you said?
It's not.
So I saw the Friends season 1.
The whole season.
Yeah, the whole season. And it was funny. Not saying it's not funny at all, but I would rather see something else.
It was not as much as it was bragged about.
Yeah, exactly. Overhyped.
Yeah. Even my experience was mainly with Friends, because people really told me that I should see it, and when I ended up seeing a few episodes, I didn't enjoy it as much as I enjoyed other comedy shows.
For example,
even Big Bang Theory is something I like.
Big Bang Theory is very nice.
Yeah, but I have to see it.
Yeah.
मैंने like उसके टुकड़ों में देखा है, but जितना मैंने देखा है, Big
हाँ,
Bang
YouTube
Theory
clips.
is better than Friends because it has a more sarcastic comedy. which
And
I
you've
thought-
watched in the entirety of Friends, and you've watched only bits and pieces of Big Bang Theory.
हाँ, ज़्यादा.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay,
Shit,
I'm really
man.
sorry because I think all the Friends fans must be like hating on us right now.
but the
3,000 dislikes, like one. Why? Because
But
इनमें
there
तो
are only
बुरा
2
लग रहा है.
views. But 2 views.
Exactly.
Oh shit!
Contradicted. That's okay.
तो थोड़ा गलत हो गया.
Exactly.
So okay, and what about movies? Oh, just one more note on the show part. So basically, the number one, or like one of the most famous and not famous, sorry, one of the highest rated shows in the world right now is The Wire, and I'm sure very few people have even heard about it.
Yeah.
Breaking Bad is considered among the top shows as well, according to ratings, but that's still more famous than The Wire. And
I've not
it's,
even
but
heard
but
The
it's
Wire.
still less famous and less talked about and less watched than, let's say, Friends or Game of Thrones, which is not as high rated as these two shows. Yeah, and now on to movies. Any hyped over or overhyped movies that you guys know about?
Disney remix.
Disney remix, like
Lion King. मैंने आज तक Lion King नहीं देखी है. इसमें सच
not even the original 3.
नहीं, मैंने ओरिजिनल डिज्नी मूवीज देखी नहीं आज तक.
Oh god.
कोई भी प्रिंस मूवी नहीं देखी है. मैंने ओह क्या देखा.
Adi, I have just unfriended you.
It's fine.
Please delete yourself.
Seriously, मेरा आज तक
I'll
actual
get-
डिज्नी मूवीज नहीं
I'll
देखी.
get you
मार्वल
to
का
see-
तो मैं like ऐसे fan हूँ.
I'll get you to see the original Disney movies.
Yeah.
Because the ones that are coming out now are good, but again.
Yeah, but they're live action, so they don't have the freedom that the animated movies have.
Yeah.
Like if you see Aladdin, the original, the animated version, that has a lot more freedom and a lot more magic than this Aladdin does. Because I've watched both, and obviously because with animations you have a lot more freedom to do things that you can't in live
Yeah.
action because of physics.
I mean, because of physics.
Yeah, like
नहीं, but what about CGI?
yeah,
उससे हो
CGI के
सकता है
साथ CGI के साथ, but still completely animated. You have another level
But
of freedom. No?
I would have.
You
how
can't
is-
put as many sparkles and shit with CGI also.
How
ए
is
मार्वल को देखा क्या उसने लोगों को उड़ा दिया CGI यूज करके. स्पार्कल नहीं डाल सकते.
How is
And-
Get a
How is
4-year-old
Aladdin-
Canadian chick वो तेरे को मूवी में स्प्रिंकल डाल के देखी तो हमने CGI से नहीं डाल सकता.
अरे वो समझ रहे ना.
But wait, guys, how is I have not watched Aladdin, and there was hype, but not so much. But how?
Aladdin was hyped.
It was a very I found it as a very nice movie,
Uh-huh.
and it was like quite musical and stuff. But
that's
it doesn't it was very nice, and like as
But
a
not
live action.
the
No, it doesn't
original
have.
Disney
Yeah.
Aladdin
But
vibe.
like you don't get the Disney vibe from
Yeah,
live action
yeah.
movies. Exactly. The
But-
remakes are
Not
not as good
But
as
because
the
they don't
actual
have the
movie.
animated
Yeah,
freedom, but-
exactly.
But if they did, like I mean, considering that no, sorry, not if they did.
If they did it.
Considering that they are live action movies, I think that they've done pretty well
Yeah.
with what
Yeah,
they
but-
had.
Disney is an animation firm if you just look at the bigger picture. So Disney making a live action remake of an animated film.
Disney is not an animation firm.
Yeah, it's
अच्छा वो Pixar है.
More or less.
Shit.
More or less.
More or
oh
less.
god. Now next we're gonna say incredible. da 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 da.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh
So
God.
even one of the like movies that I think was overhyped, even though I loved it a lot. Okay, even though I loved this movie a lot, was Avengers Endgame, right? I mean, it's not one of the best movies I've watched by far. I loved it. It'll come in one of my top 10, top 15 maybe. But it's not the best movie I've watched by far. And I loved it. I was really hyped about it, and that's maybe because I've been following the entire franchise since 11 years.
See,
since it came
more,
out.
I think it got famous because not because of the hype, but because more of the emotion that
Yeah.
people had towards the movie.
Because towards the franchise.
Yeah, towards the franchise. So
The story
it was-
line.
yeah, exactly. So
People
they're
are connected to the characters.
Yeah, so it may not be that good,
Yeah.
like the scenes and all, but
No, the scenes were fantastic.
I know. Yeah,
Scenes were
so
absolutely
what I'm
fantastic.
saying is, it may not be that good, like top, but according to the title, it's not because of how good the scene was or how good
Good
the
the plot
production was. But it was because of what emotions the people felt towards those scenes.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
that's why
and-
it was overhyped. That's what I'm
No,
saying.
no, see,
People just had a lot of expectations from the movies because they wanted a good ending for all the characters they've watched
It
for
was
like
a very good movie.
मैं
according
तो
to-
बोल रहा हूँ तुम
No, I'm just saying that it's not like, let's say I've watched a lot of scenes where people have said that where Captain America says Avengers Assemble.
yeah.
Sorry for everyone who's not watched the movie and
I
like,
think
spoilers and
everyone's
shit.
have-
I think everyone's
They
watched
have,
it.
yeah.
Out of the 2 views we're getting, I think everyone's watched it. Yeah, but so when Captain America says Avengers Assemble in the movie, many people regard that as the the biggest cinematic moment in history, like the best cinematic moment in history. But that's not true by far. I mean, I don't think Avengers Endgame is even my favorite
Yeah, they are.
superhero movie.
But see, people had a lot of emotion because see, in the first 4 Avengers movies.
Listen, dude, I'm saying that yeah, they had emotions and that's why it was overhyped.
So you are saying
Yeah.
कि
Uh-huh.
लोगों के emotions are the
Okay.
reason that movies are hyped. But that is
This
because of the
one.
early movies that
Yeah, because it has an
Done.
11-year foothold. It has an 11-year
Exactly.
franchise.
So okay, see, I love Avengers and games from the film.
Also, I feel
Yeah.
that I Am Iron Man was the best line in the movie. Isn't it?
In the whole world.
Wow,
in
it's
the
whole world.
Okay.
Oh, God.
And again, like how I compare it to shows. So in shows, the like the most famous shows, as I said, the highest rated shows could be The Wire and Breaking Bad, but they're not as famous as the Friends or Game of Thrones. But similarly, in movies, the highest rated movies are Shawshank Redemption, The Godfather,
Godfather.
Dark Knight. Dark Knight is the best superhero movie according to ratings. But it's okay. The Shawshank Redemption, I'm sure nobody has even heard of, but it's considered it's according. But I'm saying most of the people.
Obviously.
But it's considered the #1 movie in the world ever released.
Plot
That's
is like amazing. Ending is even better.
Yeah.
What is The Wire about? हाँ, ये Wire का क्या scene है?
The Wire is a show, and I haven't watched it either, and it's a really good show. Apparently, like according to the ratings, it's good.
Apparently.
Yeah.
You've not
And
watched.
no, I've not watched it, but so it like Breaking Bad. Have you watched Breaking Bad or heard about Breaking Bad?
What about Breaking Bad?
Seen some episodes. Oh, actually, 2 episodes.
It's some episodes.
So
no,
how was
actually
it?
12.
Yeah, it was good. It was mystery.
It was mystery.
No, I don't know. It was a long time ago. It was like 1 year back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean I haven't watched The Wire, but it's got 10 out of 10 ratings by everyone.
Wow. That's
By
Not by
every-
everyone, as in like it's a very high rated show, basically.
But the thing is, you don't make movies for the people who are rating the movies. You are making the movies for the actual viewers who want to watch the
the
movies.
viewers are right.
Yeah, I mean, yeah,
Exactly,
that
and
similarly Avatar, for
in-
example.
Huh.
Avatar is the #1 grossing movie in world. Like Avengers is about 75 million away right now
Huh.
from become Avengers Endgame is second right now,
Hmm.
and Avatar is #1 in the whole world
Hmm.
grossing, like the money it's made. But yeah, but it's and people are saying that Avengers might not be able to beat it. Endgame might not be able to beat it, even though it's just 75
Yeah,
million
yeah.
away.
हो सकता है नहीं भी हो सकता क्या बोलूं?
Because dude, it's been a month since the release, and right now it's 75 million away.
When
Dollars.
Basically पता है मेरे को dollars.
Yeah.
But the thing is, if Avatar is like the world's highest grossing movies, why isn't it the best rated?
Because it earned the most money, but it wasn't as good a movie as Shawshank Redemption.
Shawshank Redemption has a good
Shawshank
plot.
Redemption is a better movie than Avatar. समझ आता है, but
You're saying why?
हाँ.
Because Shawshank Redemption was released a very long time ago, so people, the hype around in general, the hype around the movies and Netflix and stuff wasn't that much. Because Netflix told okay, only the release movies, only the hall collections, the cinema hall collections. They weren't that much at that time because the rate was lower, the cost of going to a movie was lower, and plus the amount of
So
people who
inflation,
rewatched movies was also
Ah.
lower.
Also deals पहले नहीं होते थे, अब होते हैं.
Yeah, but that's one of the reasons that it was lower. That's why Shawshank Redemption didn't earn that much money. But irrespective of that, okay, The Wire, for example, it's the best show, but it's not the highest watched show probably, at least in India.
At least in India, हाँ.
And and your why question, I think there can be two reasons for that. Again, I'm just guessing. It's not any scientific study or anything. I'm just guessing. The two reasons can be, first, that people don't understand it or appreciate it as much, because let's face it, most people are dumb.
इंडियन ऑडियंस में लोग ऐसे शोज देखते हैं जिसमें सास या बहू मक्खी बन जाती है.
वो अलग
उनको वायर नहीं समझेगा.
वो अलग बात है. Even our
different.
Our generation doesn't watch The Wire. Most of these people, whatever 2 views we're getting, most of these people don't. Most of our generation doesn't know what The Wire is. Doesn't know the show, but they know Game of Thrones. They know Friends.
Talking about overhyped shows and the audience in India. TV soaps, guys.
Which TV soaps?
Any
Indian TV
सुबह
soap
से शाम तक
operas.
चलता है because मेरी दादी देखती है सब. And it's fucking shit, dude. ये मजाक भी नहीं कर रहा. Every show is about how one guy is a traitor and he's somehow,
The hero of the show.
नहीं, not the hero of the show.
Yeah,
and
let's
he's
not twist
somehow
this. Give us.
betraying his family. और हर शो में तो ड्रामेटिक इफेक्ट सबको पता है. Not even gonna talk.
क्या?
Not even gonna talk about it. But the thing is, writers वेले बैठे हैं क्या? कुछ काम नहीं करते. नहीं मतलब, every show is the same. बस actors अलग है. घर भी सेम है. कोई मजाक नहीं कर रहा. 2 शो जिसमें घर सेम, आगे पीछे आता सेम घर में होता है. अरे मजाक, मुझे नाम नहीं पता बिकॉज मैं देखा नहीं, मैं उनका बाहर चला गया. बट शो चेंज हुआ, सेम घर, लोग अलग है. एंड आई वाज लाइक, क्यों कर रहे हैं लोग? और लोग देखते भी है इसको. लोग देखते भी. हम लोग क्यों देख रहे हो? अपने दिमाग को सड़ा रहे.
हाँ, but I mean that's Indian shows, but that's not overhyped or anything in our generation.
Yeah.
In our generation, obviously, but हमसे जो ऊपर generation है, they are like, oh
but-
my god, episode miss now.
Yeah.
They wait for the episodes.
Considering our
Sachin,
the
इसके
2 views are
पति
going to
ने-
be our grandparents and all.
हम like,
We have to
क्यों?
include this. Oh god. You know what?
Two views are going to be our grandparents
Yes.
and our parents and
और हम
random
उनको
viewers
disconnect.
people.
और हम disconnect.
How does that work, Siddhant? Like some people will watch the first 2 minutes of the podcast, then other people will watch the next 2 minutes of the
You
podcast.
got it, man. That's how it works. Yeah.
And so when the total becomes the entire length of our podcast,
See, first they'll start it on the phone and then 2 minutes. Then it will go to, oh wait, what's the length right now?
कितना हो गया? नहीं सीरियसली टाइम कितना हुआ?
Yeah, the short it should be short, man.
No.
I think you know what we're gonna do after this. We're gonna put this podcast in a box and bury it.
no dude, we'll upload it. We'll upload it.
First
We'll upload it. We have to make more podcasts.
Gary मैंने चक्की बात मानो. Your first podcast is going to be shitty.
Yeah,
Who?
Gary.
Do you not know Gary Vaynerchuk?
I think.
I've heard the name.
Oh yeah. That.
Yeah, I do.
I've seen
Gary
it.
Vaynerchuk is a god. Next episode, like कोई episode उसके बारे में बात करेंगे.
Cool.
The guy's a legend.
Arey, but who is he?
But he is he. Yes, go.
See, he's not overhyped, but he's a legend. That's what I'm talking about.
Leonardo DiCaprio. He's
Oh
God.
Leonardo DiCaprio.
I've seen. I
Absolutely. How much coffee do you need right now?
Robert Brownie Jr.
That was a 3 high five. Okay, 3 people did a high five. Yeah. Leonardo DiCaprio. He is overhyped, and he's a legend.
He's not overhyped.
Yeah, he's not
People-
overhyped, but he is a
Dude,
legend.
Michael Jackson, he's a legend and overhyped.
No, he is.
But okay, yeah, okay, but Queen, an Indian audience we're talking about.
Oh, wait, Queen is very underhyped.
Okay, and the best dancers right now, do you know their names?
Ganesh Acharya.
No.
Obviously.
One of the best dancers considered in today's industry is
Rob
the Lay
Bombay,
Twins. No.
कौन?
Late Twins, the Late Twins,
कौन है?
or Ditto. You
Ditto,
guys-
I've heard.
Ditto
I've
का
seen Ditto, man. I've seen.
But people know
शायद
Matt
कोई तो
Stefanina.
उस पे I think
Matt
show पे
Stefanina
आई
is a good choreographer, but
हाँ.
but the best dancers right now, like go watch any performance of the Late Twins.
Late Twins.
I'll do it.
LES, late.
Oh, वैसे ही.
No, वैसे late.
वैसे.
Yes. So, do you guys in the end agree that shows that are overhyped or movies that are overhyped are generally not the best?
Yeah.
Generally, yes.
Generally, yes.
They are good.
But there are exceptions.
I mean, not the best every time, but generally they're sometimes good. Yeah.
Sometimes good.
Yeah, and I think that applies to other fields as like songs and stuff as well. It applies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the next episode.
No.
I mean, that's the next episode. Like,
कोई तो अगले एपिसोड में बोल ही देंगे गाने के बारे में.
song.
Also, we will discuss songs, but we'll not
Yeah,
discuss
that's right.
overhyped songs here.
How Ed Sheeran is raw.
Okay, so
Exactly.
let me tell you the backstory to that. So Siddharth goes to a guitar class, and there some student was, so the sir asked some student that what was the what kind of music the guy listened to, and the student said, I listen to rock. So sir said, that's nice. What
What
artist
rock
do
do
you
you listen to? And that student like a dumb fuck. Shit, sorry.
That guy
This is
says.
a PG-13.
Dumb beep said.
Dumb he said.
That guy says Ed Sheeran. That
Ed
guy
Sheeran.
recognizes Ed Sheeran as a rock artist.
And then my sir just lost.
That I don't know. Should we went off track quite a bit.
Yeah.
Sorry guys for that. But
First podcast.
But oh yeah,
First one.
we'll be better next time, and we will come next time.
Yes.
We will not bury it in any box or anything.
Bye guys.
Okay, thank you guys for listening. See you next time. Subscribe, like, and stuff.
क्या भीख मांगता है बाद पहले एपिसोड
Wabba dabba dub dub.